Last month, in April 2025, we spent 5 nights at the new Excellence Coral Playa Mujeres. We vlogged 3 of those nights, but not the first 2. So what I'm going to do right now is just give you a really short recap of the first 2 nights that were not vlogged. Upon first arrival, we were held back at the security gate for about 10 minutes or so. I think they do this because they like to stagger the guests' arrival, but we finally made it up this nice driveway, and all the foliage are babies right now, but once it grows in, it's going to be really, really nice. As soon as we made it up to the motor lobby, we were immediately greeted and given a nice cold towel. These smell so good and are so refreshing after a long travel day. They took our luggage and then we got inside and had a nice glass of champagne. We booked an Excellence Club Junior Suite swim up with private pool, so we were immediately taken over to the club lounge to get checked in. Here we waited about 20 or 30 minutes because there were other guests being helped, but it's a beautiful place to sit, wait, and relax. They do have a bar in here, however, it does not open until 3 p.m., which is a bummer. However, the martini bar downstairs opens at 9 a.m., so you are welcome to go grab a drink over there while you wait. They also have some snacks in here, and those change throughout the day. They have bathrooms in here as well, so this is a great place to come and get changed. Certainly, if you are arriving early, make sure you pack your swimsuit, your sunscreen, your beach bag, so you can get changed up and start your vacation ASAP. The check-in process was really simple. It was 5 minutes or less for us. We had taken advantage of the online check-in process, so they already had all of our passports and all of our information. And you can do online check-in within 7 days of arrival, and you do that either on the app or the website. So after we got all checked in, we just kind of walked around the resort for a little while to get the lay of the land, and then we eventually posted up at the main pool where we had a little lunch. One of the best things about staying at a brand new resort that had only been open for 2 months was that the occupancy was around 50%. So at noon, we had no problem walking up to the main pool and getting a beautiful front row spot. We were feeling very at home in our chairs, so we didn't want to go out for lunch, so we just grabbed some picky food, nachos, steak quesadillas, and French fries. Around 2 p.m., I got an email that our room was ready, so we went to go get checked in to our beautiful room. And unfortunately, we were only able to stay in this swim out suite for 2 nights because unfortunately there was a water main break in our hallway and our room totally flooded on our second day, and we had to be moved over to a rooftop terrace. Now, both room tours would have been posted before this video, so if you're looking for in-depth room tours on the Excellence Club swim up with private pool or the Excellence Club 2-story rooftop suite with private pool, ocean view, you can go and check those videos out. But I absolutely loved the location of my room. We were 5081. For dinner on our first night, we went to the grill. We started out with some delicious homemade bread. It came with 2 types of chimichurri sauce and a garlic aioli sauce. For appetizers, we started out with the beef au jus soup, which was not only delicious, but it was beautifully presented. And then we also went with beef carpaccio. That was very good as well. I think this was the first time I ever had avocado in my beef carpaccio before. For the mains, I had a ribeye steak, and it was really delicious. And my husband did barbecue beef ribs, and he loved those as well. For some sides, we did truffle mac and cheese along with homemade onion rings. The onion rings are a must get, and then a little mashed potatoes as well. We passed on dessert this night. For the next day, we went out for breakfast. We went to Zenith or Zenith. The workers pronounce it both ways. Had a little French toast, which was delicious, and then you can never go wrong with a little eggs Benny. Luckily, on day 2, we decided to hang out at our swim-up pool. Good thing we did, because just a few hours after this footage was taken, we had a flood and we were going to have to move rooms. So I'm so glad that we had the foresight to just totally relax in our pool this day. And we were in the first block closest to the main pool, so we really lucked out, and we had a server come by every 15-20 minutes or so. Jesus took care of us, and he was phenomenal. I don't know if other blocks are going to start drink service, but our block was 5077 to 5083 if you're looking for a swim up that is near the main pool and would have drink service. For lunch, we went to the Lobster House. This restaurant is open for lunch and dinner, and it overlooks the main pool, so you have a beautiful view. We started out with their welcome appetizer, which was fried plantains with a guacamole sauce, and then a caprese ciabatta sandwich. There's no way I could pass up the fish tacos, so I had to get those. And then we also got the steak fajitas. For a sweet treat, we got the 12-layer chocolate cake and a passion fruit tart. Next up was the spa, and we went to do our complimentary 30-minute hydrotherapy session. We got that free for staying in an Excellence Club room, and we booked this on the day we arrived. They say to book it when you arrive, or at least a few days in advance of when you want to do your session. For the little freebie that we're doing, the 30 minutes, you get the choice of doing the sauna or the steam room. So we chose my favorite steam room, but we're getting all fogged up, so we're just gonna let you go.
That facer? Okay.
It's cold in here. It smells so good though. So it's like a lemon verbena, and he said mint. I don't smell mint, but like, this is nice. 3 minutes. It's a little chilly. After the steam room and the ice room, we had our choice of one of 3 showers, and then after the shower, you get in a lukewarm pool and you go through 5 different water jet features. I'm going to be honest that I have done a lot of hydrotherapy, and this was probably my least favorite. It just felt way too rushed with a 30-minute session. You couldn't do all of the spaces. You couldn't even get in a warm jacuzzi at the end. And I was disappointed to learn that even if you book a treatment, you don't get the full session. You still only get 30 minutes. Now you can upgrade to the full session for $60 per person. We did do a massage a few days later, and we actually did not do the hydrotherapy again because we didn't feel it was worth our time. Moving on to dinner, we went to Chez Isabelle, the French restaurant. I started out with the cheese soup, which is always a favorite of mine. It is nice and thick. Do not even think about the calories. If you do not like blue cheese, you probably won't like that. My husband did a French onion soup, and he said it was great. For the mains, I did a filet mignon, and it cut like butter. Honestly, it was great. And my husband did a chicken cordon bleu, which is also very tasty. For dessert, we did a creme brulee and a chocolate crepe cake, and now you are all caught up on our 2 non-vlogged days.
Good morning and welcome to another vlog. We're starting off here, going to the coffee shop. Today is Tuesday, April 15th, and I'm gonna get the coffee, start our day off. We'll probably get into what has been happening the past 24 hours. We'll have Brittany get more in detail with that.
Welcome to Excellence Coral. We're so happy to have you along this new vlog series. Unfortunately, there was a pipe that had burst 1 room down from us, so we were kind of in limbo last night. We went to tour a few rooms. We actually packed up to move. Then the room that we were supposed to move to had an issue, so we're currently in our room.
Yeah, we're out of our suitcases now again.
We're still, yeah,
that's why it's a mess back here.
We're packed up, so we don't know if we're going to be moving. So you're kind of joining the chaos a little bit. I guess it's gonna be like a weird start to a vlog. Right now, pickleball is supposed to be opening. Today is supposed to be the day that it opens at 8 a.m. So we're going to walk over, see if it's actually open, and get this day started.
How you feel?
Good.
To be the first ones.
Good.
Good.
You feel good?
Yeah.
So I want to give you the paddles, I want to give you the balls.
Two games of pickleball done. We were the first people. It was a lot of fun. So you get the paddles down over here at the game hut. You just call reception and then they will get you some paddles. And the hours are 8 to 8 right now, but always check the app. It was a lot of fun. The only thing that wasn't so good is they have the light poles like totally in the way. So when you're playing, you could like totally run into these. So they gotta look about switching those. We're gonna go to Magna and get some breakfast. We did go to Magna for breakfast, and this is a restaurant exclusive for those staying in the Excellence Club rooms. We started out with a cappuccino, and then Kevin did a croque madame breakfast sandwich, and I did an eggs Florentine dish with a side of breakfast potatoes. Breakfast was tasty. It took a long time, about an hour, and I'm not sure if my breakfast was 100% right or not. So it was, the menu said poached eggs, cream spinach, Gruyere cheese, and brioche bread. So I kind of took it as it was gonna be like a sandwich or maybe like an eggs Benedict type situation, and I was wrong. It was literally just poached eggs in creamed spinach. There was no bread, there was no cheese that I found. It tasted good, but it was not what I thought it was going to be. Luckily, I ordered some potatoes on the side, so I kind of, I was kind of doing like a little scoopy action with my fries. We did just meet with management. We are going to be moving. The room is being cleaned, and we are supposed to be in there by 3 o'clock. So fingers crossed. We have a gorgeous view from up here, and we have the place to ourselves. They're doing a little construction. If you can hear the sawing behind me, they're adding a bathroom up here, which is so needed because there's a lot of stairs that come up here. So if you had to go up and down every time you needed to use the restroom, that'd be a bit annoying. So we just have the place to ourselves, and what a gorgeous view. For lunch, we went to Zenith, the club restaurant. Started out with crab wontons. Those were a little spicy, so good. And then, of course, Kevin had to do an Excellence burger, and I went with a crab cake. And then the desserts looked so good, so we couldn't pass those up. So we had to try the salted toffee chocolate tart. Lunch was really good, I gotta say. The crab cake sandwich and the like caramel chocolate tart, must gets. We are still waiting for our new room. It was supposed to be ready at 2:30. Now they're saying 4 o'clock. I've been pretty like calm throughout this whole thing, but like I'm starting to hit like my breaking point here. But we're going to hop back in our pool and wait for the all clear on our new room.
As you saw, I was still waiting on our room switch. So I'm gonna grab a couple of drinks, and then hopefully by the time we get the drinks and relax, hopefully the room will be ready. Brittany's setting up the chairs over there, so you could see. There's a bar right over here. How's the water?
Nice and warm. We were moved over to our new room. We were put in an Excellence Club 2-story rooftop terrace suite with private pool ocean view, and we were room 1452. Little bit of a different layout from our swim out room, which what I like about it is when you walk in, so here's the door, the bathroom's here, closet's here, and then bedroom is here. So you don't have the light, because the light from the bathroom and the closet, they go on by motion. So if you get up at like 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom, in our other room, it would light up the bedroom. This has some distance, so I don't think we're gonna have that problem. The best thing about my new room, without a doubt, is this little vanity table, because there's just so much like wasted space. I feel like in the bathroom there's not really a lot of counter space, and then since the shower is kind of open, your mirror in there gets all foggy. So now I have like a place to sit, I have a little space, I got a clean mirror. It's perfection. Perfection.
Well, Brittany's getting ready. I'm gonna go down to the martini bar. It's our first time actually going down there. While she's getting ready, I'm gonna have a drink, and then we'll do our outfit of the day. Having my guava margarita, the first time I had this kind. Very good. Tasty.
Okay, we are doing 2 dinners tonight. So this is something we used to do. If you have been like a longtime viewer, we used to often do 2 dinners if we were somewhere that had a ton of restaurants. We haven't done that in a long time. However, tonight is the only night during our stay that Zenith and Spice are open for dinner. So in an effort to try to eat and try as much as possible, we are gonna do an early dinner and a late dinner. So we're gonna do Zenith first, and then we're going to do Spice a little bit later. So wish us luck. My dress today is from Lily Pulitzer, and my sandals are Tory Burch, and my necklace is Etsy. My client Gina gave it to me. Thank you, Gina. And the sunburn was compliments of the Mexican sun here. Kev?
My shirt is from Kohl's.
No.
I mean, shirt is from Target, and my pants are from Kohl's. Shoes, my regular shoes from Walmart. So we're gonna go eat the first dinner now.
Have our first dinner.
Cocktail at the martini bar. Brittany hasn't been there yet.
No, I mean, this is our 3rd night, and I feel like we're so out of whack. Starting off with our first dinner at Zenith, which once again is a club restaurant. They are open breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but the operating days do rotate, so watch the app and make sure you know when they're open. Started off with clams Rockefeller and then moved on to sea bass. That liquid gold at the bottom is butter, and it's so delicious. And then fettuccine with clams, and then our server talked us into a little dessert, which was French meringue with strawberries. If you don't get what you ask for the first time, just keep asking, because we asked 3 people for a peanut butter martini. They said no, and then our friend over here, don't know his name, he was like, no problem, they're gorgeous. Cheers. Let's give them a taste test and see.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Muy
Yeah.
bien. It's a pleasure. Enjoy.
What's your name? Rogelio?
Rogelio.
Rogelio. Thank you,
Nice to meet you.
Rogelio.
What's your name?
Brittany and Kevin.
Brittany. Oh, great name.
Yeah.
Great name. His name is like similar to my son. My son's name is Kevin too. I like
You won't forget.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
In case you thought we were joking about getting 2 dinners, we definitely were not. We did in fact go to Spice, the Asian restaurant, and as soon as I walked in, I was blown away by the decor. All of the restaurants are so beautifully decorated. Started off with beef ribs, and this was supposed to come with white rice. It didn't immediately come with it, so I just asked for it and they brought me a side. Also tried some sushi. This was a dragon roll, which was with fried shrimp, and then also did a yakamishi, which is fried rice with chicken, beef, and shrimp.
We got our first Turndown service. My favorite thing, if you're not familiar, they basically just get you all ready for bed and kind of do a little room refresh. So they turn our bed sheets down, they put on the nice Excellence channel. They sometimes put a mat out, they didn't today, but they put slippers out, they put the TV remote, some nice chocolates. Some resorts also put a water by the bed. They did not do that, but that's fine. They also close the blinds, and then they pick up your wet towels and they'll replace those if you are out of towels. But we are going to turn in now and we will see you in the morning.
White mocha frap.
Thank you.
How's the view?
It's good, but I can't sit out here alone because I already have too much sun and now it's like coming at me and I'm gonna be burned to a crisp. Hello, good morning everybody. We are going to the gym. Okay, I got my typical buffet breakfast, a fried egg, pineapple, sausage, a hash brown, and toast with blue cheese. Little mimosa. Cheers, Kat.
Cheers.
So a little morning recap. The gym was a really great size. They had tons of equipment in there. They had like a room for stretching and a little room for weights, and they were actually doing like a fitness challenge when we were in there. There was a trainer in there. Pretty cool spot. We went to the buffet for breakfast. That was fine. Ample options. I think now we're gonna spend the day at the club pool because we have not sat at a club pool yet. So we're gonna do that and see where the day takes us.
We went over to Tapico for lunch, which is a Mexican street food, and right now they're open every day from noon to 6, and we got a variety of tacos, a quesadilla, and flautas.
These ones have rum in them today. Look how fancy they are. And you can come in, you can sample the chocolates, but then if you want to buy a big candy bar, you purchase those.
We never talked about your cute suit.
My cute suit is from Old Navy, and I am burnt to a crisp, so I'm trying to find like the one small slice of shade, like maybe under this palm tree or something. And I asked Kevin if he wanted me to pack him a sun shirt, and he was like, no, I don't think so. And I should have packed myself one, because this happens all the time where I'm just totally burnt, totally crisped up.
Shade right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go into this one palm tree and read my book. I don't recall what I'm reading, so I'll have to come back. Oh, I think it's called The Last Party. That's what I think I'm reading, but we're just gonna relax.
Expensive like you. And I have more things.
You do?
Thermal water for a smell better, like club member. Just close your eyes and enjoy the breeze.
Okay.
Thank you. May I clean your glasses?
Oh, please. They're dirty.
After that, you're going to see your handsome more guapo, like papi chulo.
That's what I'm hoping for.
If it doesn't work, drink tequila.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a kiwi mojito with Malibu. Still my favorite resort to get a kiwi mojito at still is Majestic Elegance, the reigning champion for the mojito, kiwi mojitos. This is good too though, but they win. Okay, for dinner tonight, we are gonna start off at the sports bar. We've not gone there yet, so that's where we're gonna do our pre-dinner drink and maybe get a little appetizer or something because they do have a food menu, and I love a good sports bar. So my outfit tonight is from Walmart, $10. So if you're looking for a nice deal, go over there. I actually got this in teal as well, and then my shoes today are from Target. I don't know the price of these, but they were probably like $30. Kevin, you're up.
My shirt is from Dick's Warehouse, or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Your shirt was like $5 or $6. This is like the day of the deals.
Yeah, same pants as normal and my same shoes. So.
Yeah, so a bunch of restaurants here require pants, and collared shirts. So for this trip, I just tried to keep it really simple. Didn't even pack him shorts. Just going pantalones the whole week along with collared shirt the whole week. That way, if our restaurant that we planned on going to was not open and we needed to shift and go somewhere else, I just wanted to make sure that he was dressed appropriately. So you're gonna wanna download the Excellence Collection app, and that's where you're going to see the dress codes along with the menus and the activities and everything. We have the whole sports bar to ourselves. It's just us and Bianca. We're just enjoying our drinks. I got a virgin mojito. What'd you get?
A mango margarita.
Not a virgin. Like an extra tequila or something. I love the sports bar. So I really love sports bars, but so here's my thing. So sometimes it's not sportsy at all. Like there's no TVs, there's nothing to do, which I dislike. And sometimes they're like too like sportsy and they just are like kind of like grungy. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's nice. There's like 5 TVs right
tons
here.
of TVs, huge, there's one huge TV, so you could definitely watch all your sports in here. I just like the design aspect, but I also love when a bar at a resort looks like a bar that you would go to at home. Like it actually looks like, this reminds me so much of Hop House.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't know what Hop House is, but anyone maybe that lives in Connecticut and like the Plantsville, Southington area, the bar looks just like Hop House. I like it. So we just had to get, ooh, we almost lost a little power there. We just ordered 2 appetizers. So we are going to Magna for dinner, but I don't know when we're gonna get in here again. So we just wanna get a little snacky snack. So we get loaded fries and boneless wings.
After the sports bar, we went over to the club lounge to grab a couple drinks, and then we went into Magna for dinner. And again, this is a club member perk, so you need to be staying in an Excellence Club room to enjoy Magna, the club lounge, or the club bar. We had a beautiful table decorated for us, and for appetizers, we started out with a cauliflower cream soup, which was so delicious, and also a king crab cannelloni. And then for the mains, a sea bass in a butter sauce and beef fillet, which once again cut like butter. And then our server wheeled over a dessert cart and talked us into sampling quite a few. Everything was really tasty here.
If you get very sunburned like me, you come into the store and get yourself some aloe. So, another proud owner of a $20 after sun lotion. So, don't be like me. I got my typical breakfast, but then I had to add a wonton because it just looked so good. So, just my typical all-inclusive breakfast.
And I got the omelet.
Yours is a little different today. So.
Yeah. The bread, that's like Cheesecake Factory, if you've ever been there. Brittany loves it there. Probably her favorite place. One
It
of
is
her
my
favorites.
fave, yes.
So today is our last full day. We're gonna hunker down over here. Have a 100-minute massage later today at 3. We have a lot going on. We have the Whisper, 8 o'clock. And we're gonna do oregano for lunch, Italian. We have not tried that yet either. And I think we're doing Lobster House for dinner. A lot on hand. Stay tuned.
I'm sure people are going to ask about the rafts. They currently have no rafts or floats here, the resort, like just for use, like at other Excellences where they have the blue mats. Technically, according to the rules, no floats are allowed, but they're not telling anyone. I've used the floats in all pools, and there's dozens of other people with the same hammock floats.
That's all I've seen is hammock floats. I haven't seen any like big floats. I haven't seen, I think that's where they get upset, the resorts, because people abuse it. And instead of just having like a little raft, they try to do these like ginormous, like obnoxious unicorn floats and things like that. But so far, we've used the floats in every single pool, and pretty much everyone else has too. Oh, it does taste like Blue Ball Shop.
For lunch, we visited Oregano, which is open for lunch and dinner, but the days rotate, so again, check the app. This restaurant is another one with a poolside view. We started out with some delicious focaccia bread with oil, balsamic, cheese. For appetizers, we did fried calamari and a caprese salad. The caprese salad definitely needed more tomatoes. For our mains, I did a shrimp risotto, and of course we had to try the pizza, so we got a margarita pizza. It was good. I definitely missed the poolside pizza. And then we got a spicy rigatoni pasta. We did order a 4-cheese pasta. There was a little confusion, but the spicy rigatoni was good. I beg of excellence to please get a poolside pizza oven in, please. And then for desserts, we were talked into a tiramisu and a key lime pie.
I don't have high hopes, but let's try. It's okay. Let's try the tiramisu. This is very good. Yeah. I don't know how far regulation is for these 2 boards, but I think they're way too far. Like I literally can't even hit it. Now I got a bum shoulder. Good thing I'm going to the spa. But yeah, I don't know how many like steps it's supposed to be, but I think it's like way too far from whatever I'm used to. And usually I just clean the floor with Kevin, so he's lucky that it's too far for me. All right, we got to go to the spa.
We went with the 100-minute Vital Flow ritual, and that was one of the 20% off specials for April. If you go on the Excellence app, click on spa, you can click on the specials tab for that current month. We started off in a relaxation room and then went to go choose our aromatherapy and make a scrub. We then get into the room and we do the body scrub first, then you shower off and there's a shower right in the room, and then we had our relaxing massage. It was way too relaxing for my husband, who snored through the whole thing, so moving forward we will no longer be getting massages in the same treatment room because I had to listen to his snoring the whole time, and that is not relaxing. We finished off with some champagne and some chocolates. Excellent end to a massage.
Final dinner here. I think first we are going to do our pre-dinner drink up at the X Lounge because we have been there during the day but never at night. And it looks like a nice bar, and I feel like it's underutilized for like a pre or a post dinner drink. I think they're open later. I guess I'd have to look at the app, but I do remember that it was open later. I think in Jamaica closed. I think in Jamaica it closed early, so we never went there at night, but I think here it's open later. My dress tonight is from Lily Pulitzer, and my shoes are the same Target. Kev?
And my shirt is from Kohl's, I believe. It's Callaway. Nice. No, it's not from Kohl's.
Nope,
I mean,
try
not
again.
Kohl's. Costco.
Yes.
It's a nice like golf Callaway shirt.
Yes.
And the same pants I've had all 5 days.
Yes. Those are going to be Kev's final wear. They're too big, so they're saying you got to get some new pants because he looks like a homeless person. So we are going to go do our pre-dinner drink and lobster bar.
Lobster House?
Lobster House. I was gonna say Lobster Bar. That's in Newport. And then we have Whisper, so we're so excited to try Whisper out.
Dinner was at the Lobster House, where we got all the seafood we could possibly want. Started off with a little clam chowder as an appetizer, and also a crab cake. Moving on to the mains, we got a ton of shrimp. We did jumbo shrimp, and you got to pick a couple sauces, so I did a thermidor and also a garlic butter sauce. Moved on to shrimp linguine, and that was tasty, but the star of the show was the coconut shrimp. It is a must-get. We wanted the banana creme brulee for dessert, but unfortunately they were out of it. Next up was the Whisper Speakeasy Experience. This is an activity for those staying in the Excellence Club rooms. This books up quick. As soon as you arrive, you want to make your reservation. There are only a few seatings per night, and I think it's only 12 people per session. I'm not going to give any information away, but basically it is a 45-minute show and you get 4 cocktails during that time frame. It is a lot of fun. Definitely give it a try.
We got our final peanut butter martinis. Look how gorge. How gorge. They're yummy. The Whisper experience was so good. You have to give it a try.
Yeah, we're not going to give out too much information.
No, because we didn't know anything. Like, we went in totally blind, and I'm so happy that we did. It's a very fast-paced thing. It's like 45 minutes. You get 4 drinks, but it's a lot of fun. And just don't try to find any information out. Just trust me that you want to go, you want to get a reservation, but don't try to get any spoilers. Because I think that was like part of the fun, was that you just like didn't know what was going to happen next. And it was really good. It was really good. So I think we're going to say goodbye to you for now. What's going to come up next is probably we'll do a travel day home video. We'll film a review video. Our next adventure is in 2 weeks. We are going to Royalton, Grenada, so we're really excited to go and experience Grenada for the first time. So if you're new here, we would love to have you stick around, subscribe so you can see all of our future travels, and then we will be back in Cancun in not too long of a time. So thank you so much for watching. We will see you in another vlog really soon. Bye.
See you guys.